Hello, welcome to this video where I'm gonna go over my entire TBR for my manga collection. I don't know if this is gonna just be me exposing myself and all the stuff that I haven't read in my collection, but I do get a lot of questions about this, like how much of your collection have you actually read? Why are you buying so much manga if you haven't read what's already in your collection? Stuff like that. And recently, like the main roadblock in reading my physical collection, it's gonna sound really stupid, but it's been the library and like digital manga subscription apps and services. If you saw one of my recent videos talking about like the library and stuff, I have just been reading so much from there that I've been neglecting my own collection. Same with like the Viz manga app, like I've just been reading so much stuff on there that I have just been ignoring what I have already, and I need to stop doing that and go back and focus on what I have. So that is probably going to be my goal for the rest of the year. At the end of this video, you'll see the full tally of everything and how many volumes I have unread in my collection. But yeah, I was inspired to do this by Jack Edwards. He's a pretty popular book YouTuber. He went through his whole book collection and like turned around all the stuff that he had read so he could see like a visual representation of his TBR. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna go through my shelves and like tell y'all what I've read and what I haven't read. Maybe I'll say why, or maybe I won't. But yeah, this will be a little bit shaky, the lighting's not too good. I swear I don't live in a cave, I just don't know how to make it better. But yeah, sit back, relax. Hopefully this won't be too long, but I'm just gonna kind of like speed run through everything and tell y'all what I have and haven't read, and by the end, we'll see the grand totals. Little scared for that, but I'm holding myself accountable. And I've also been doing some stuff on my Instagram, like having y'all choose what I read next on my TBR, so if you want to be part of that kind of thing, go over there. The main series everyone chose was Yona, so that's what I'm reading right now, Yona of the Dawn, and I'm having a really good time with it because I mean, y'all have good taste. You know what I'm gonna like and what I should read next. So yes, planning to do a lot of that in the rest of the year. They need to barricade me from the library. I can't be going in there anymore, but yeah, let's just get into it. Also, y'all will be able to see kind of how my shelves look with all my little like decorations and accents. I usually like clean everything up when I do like other shelf related videos, but this is it in its raw state. And I guess I'll start with my completed manga and then we'll kind of bounce around due to how I have this organized. But at the top, Yaopeta, I've read all that multiple times over, needs no explanation. Ass Class, I've read all this. Dr. Stone, I'm at volume 22, so I have 4 more volumes left to catch up to the end. I was saving them to binge to the end. The Byakuya one-shot, I've read that. Gintama, I've only read 1 volume of Gintama, but I have seen like the whole entire anime, so I don't know. I'm conflicted about this series because it's not completed and I don't think it ever will be in the English print. So yeah, I don't know, like I don't know if I'm gonna sell this or keep it or try to read it and just enjoy what I have or what's going on with that, but I don't know. Updates to come, I guess. Haikyuu, I've obviously read this. The rest of the volumes are underneath here. And then Kuroko's Basketball, I've read this. Whistle, I think I'm up to volume 10, so I've read about half the series. Need to get back on this. Yu Yu Hakusho, I read the first 5 volumes, I think. I wasn't like super enjoying it, which is kind of sad to say because I have the full series and I love Hunter x Hunter, but I will go back to this. I'm not giving up on it, but just pausing for now. Banana Fish, I've read all this. High School Debut, yes. Honey and Clover, no. I'm still waiting on my volume 1 and some gaps to fill in to start that, but I love the anime for it, so I think I'm gonna like it. That's why I bought all these volumes. 20th Century Boys, read that. Beastars, I think I am up to volume 17, so I'm a little bit behind also on this one. I was waiting to stock them up to the end. Beast Complex, I read volume 1. Someone told me that 2 and 3 have some like continuing content from the end of the manga, so I'm not gonna read that yet until I finish it. See, some of these I have legitimate reasons why I haven't read them. Some of them I don't, but Blue Flag, read. Boku no, yes. House of 5 Leaves is behind here, I read that. Monster, yes. My Natsume Ono stuff, I have read Not Simple and Tesoro, but not these 2. And I haven't read the Battle Royale one-shot thing, but I've read the novel. It's like a side story to one of the stories in the novel. Sunny by Taro Matsumoto, I've read that. Aka 13, I've read that. I have not read the spin-off Aka PS though. Honda-kun I have not read. The rest of my volumes for this are under construction. They're library copies that I'm restoring. But I have read Barakamon, the parent story. Here I have some light novels I haven't read. This is my little TBR, little shelf thingy-majiggy I have. I'm doing a video where I'm reading a bunch of light novels, so sneak peek. Pandora Hearts, I have not read this. This is the most intimidating series on my TBR. but I promise I will read it this year, maybe in October, because I've heard it's kind of spooky. I don't know. But yeah, this is probably like one of the biggest series on my TBR that I have not read at all. Silver Spoon, read that. Paradise Kiss, yes. Descending Stories, I have not read this. I bought this in the Right Stuff winter sale, so I haven't had it too long. But I love the anime season 1 for this one, so I bought it. My summer review, read that. Princess Jellyfish is back here, I read that. And now I'm sitting on the floor, but Lovecom, read that. My Love Story, yes. Nana, I have not read. I've seen the anime. This is like a big series on my TBR right now. My Love Mix-Up, caught up with that. Silent Voice, read that. Genshiken, I've read that. Number 6, yes. Paradise Kiss. Arc Under the Bridge, yes. Utsubora, yes. Welcome Back Arieli, yes. Bloom Into You, yes. Hello Melancholic, I have not read the last volume of this. I think I'm just gonna reread the whole series since it's so short. Spirit Circle, Two Lions, read this. Tomo, yes. Our Dining Table, yes. Hinamatsuri, I think I'm on volume 17. Volume 19 is the last one, so I'm saving them to read to the end. Some of my new Tokyo Pop stuff, I have read the first volume of this, not these two, yes, yes, no. Ogi Summer Break, yes. Or Not So Lonely Planet Travel Guide, I have not read volume 3 because these releases are so slow. I'm saving it for like a rainy day because I love this series so much. Yuri Espar, haven't read this. And then this section gets like kind of confusing because it's like a continuation to my ongoing shelf, so we'll come back to this. But underneath like these two shelves, I have my Kimi ni Todoke volumes, and I have read that whole series. That's why it's at the bottom, like Slam Dunk, Kimi ni Todoke. Like, I've read this whole series. I can reread them anytime I want, but like they're not out for me to remind me that I need to read them, I guess, is my thought process on that. And then over in my little shelf, I have Run Away With Me Girl. I've read all that. Tokyo Terroraba Girls, I've only read the first volume of it, but I'm planning to read it soon because I love the author's other works. Wotakoi, Blank Canvas, read that. Donuts Under a Crescent Moon, yes. All these over here, yes. Ayashil 21, I've only read the first 2 volumes. I'm waiting for like reprints of it. I don't really know what the situation with that one is yet, but I want to read it. And it's one of those ones where I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it, so I want to have, like, the full set before I really dive in, but we'll see. And then in Japanese, there's Kimi Toboku. I think I've read up to volume 14 on scans. 15 and 16, like, just came out recently, so I don't know if there is scans available for it, or if the translating group is even, like, active, because volume 14 came out in, like, 2018, so yeah, that's that. There's no official release for Kimi Toboku. Kids on the Slope, I've read this full series. Mi Lindo Minino, I have not started this one. And I'm sad because Book Depository is not a thing anymore, so I don't know how I'll be able to get more Spanish volumes, really. I haven't researched it too much, other than Amazon Spain, but I had a bad experience with them one time, so I don't know. That's why you probably won't see me getting any more Spanish manga anytime soon. And next we have Prince of Tennis. I went on like a spree buying a bunch of these because I found a bunch for cheap, and I was like, I want the full series. But I haven't looked for volumes since I got all these, because this was like during the period when I was getting more into reading digital manga, and I know this is on the Shonen Jump app, so then I'm like, do I really need the physical volumes? But I have all these already, so I don't know, maybe I'll do like a combo read, like I'll start it and then read volume 3 on the app, and then the gaps read on the app. I'm not sure. We'll see. Even though I do want to own like most of the sports manga printed in English eventually, so I might as well keep these. Like, I'm undecided about this, but I have not read this at all. And then at the very bottom here, I just have a bunch of Yaopeta Spare Bike stuff in Japanese. This is all a series I've read scanned. Baby Steps, which is now available on the K-Manga app, so I haven't read the full thing. I think I've read like half the series, so I need to get back on that. Some Crocus Basketball, Hunter x Hunter. Rainbow Days, I read that. Haikyuu, Dino Ace, Days, Big Wind Up, Rainbow, love the series. I guess Battle Royale, I haven't read any of the manga for that. Neighborhood Stories getting an English release, so I'm excited for that. And then this is another Ayazawa series that's not printed in English, but the Spanish volumes are out of print, so I only have volume 3. So yeah, now let's pop over to my ongoing shelf. So here is my ongoing manga shelf. At the top here, I have the Bakuman box set. I've read all that. Chainsaw Man read, Hunter x Hunter read. Up until volume 32, I haven't read like the most recent stuff after the election arc. I think I'm gonna reread all of Hunter x Hunter in September because that's when the volume 37 comes out. Kaiju number 8, I think I'm up to volume 5. My Hero Academia, read all this, and the rest of the volumes are underneath this like stack. Alice in Borderland, I've read up to volume 4. I'm a little bit behind on this one. Golden Kamui, I've only read volume 1. Coffee Moon, haven't read this. I Want to Be a Wall, only volume 1. Haven't read this. Only volume 1 for Run on Your New Legs. Haven't read this. So as you can see in my ongoing stuff, I've read less of, I guess. The Boxer, read this. Horizon, no. Remarried Empress, yes. Films Are Destined to Die, yes. March Comes in Like a Lion, no. A Galaxy Next Door, yes, I read all these. A Sign of Affection, I have not read volume 6, I just got that. Blue Lock, read all that. Blue Period, I am on volume 11. In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, I haven't read volume 5. Something's Wrong with Us, the rest of it is in a different section, but I've read up to volume, I think, 13 on that one. And then moving down further, the rest of my Hero Academia. Spy Family, I've read all this. Twin Star Exorcist, I've read up to volume 10. The rest of the volumes are underneath here. Can't really see, but they're there. I need to get back on this. It's another one where my library has it. I can read it on Shonen Jump app, so I'm not sure if I want to keep the physical volumes, even though I'm really enjoying the series. And then we have Blue Box. I have read up to volume 4. Hattori Relationship, I read the first 4 volumes of this one. Volume 5 was like out of stock for a long time, but I need to get back on it. Imakoi, I've read all that. Like a Butterfly, yes. Rainbow Days, yes. Yona, my newest reads, I have caught up to volume 13. And I've since bought up to volume 30, but they're not here yet, so that doesn't count. Nozaki, I read all this. Getting down into the catacombs down here, but yeah, the rest of Nozaki, I've read that. Oshinoko, I haven't read volume 2. Sasaki Miyano, read that. Hirano and Kagira, I just haven't read volume 3, I just got this. Bean Counter, I read the first 2 volumes. Case Study of Vanitas, this is like a forgotten, dang, I kind of forgot, forgot I had this down here. But I've read the first 3 volumes. Need to get back on this. And, okay, so now we're back to Toiletban Hanko-kun. I have read up to volume 13, I believe? No, 15? I'm like 2 volumes behind, but I have not read this volume 0 yet. So let me go back to my main shelf to continue with my ongoing stuff. Okay, we're back. So yes, Toiletban Hanako-kun. Now that I look at it, I think I've read up to volume 16. I will confirm everything before I give you the totals, like I'll look at my Goodreads and my spreadsheets and stuff. But from the top of my head, I'm pretty sure I've read volume 16. Then we have Yotsuba, I'm caught up with Yotsuba. Heroic Legend of Arslan, I think I'm on volume 8. I need to get back on this one, especially since I've been reading Yona. It's kind of the same vibes as Yona. And since I'm in the mood for this kind of story, I'm probably just going to reread it from the beginning because I forgot a lot of what happened, but I did like what I've read of this series. Then we have My Happy Marriage, I've read all that. Apothecary Diaries, same thing. Now we're on the very bottom. I don't even know how I'm positioning this camera right now, but in the back we have Vinland Saga. I've read through the Farmland arc. I think I'm on volume 10. Wherever Farmland arc ends, that's where I'm at. And here's the rest of my Something's Wrong with Us. Like I said, I think I'm read up to volume 13. And I'm waiting for this one. The main story finishes at 16 volumes, so I'm gonna read the end when that comes out. Wand Dance, I've read the first 3 volumes of that. Witch Hat Atelier, I'm up to volume 9. Cherry Magic, I've actually only read 5 volumes. I am slacking on the Cherry Magic. That's like one of my favorite series, so I don't know why. Dress Up Darling, I haven't read volume 9. I Think Our Son Is Gay, I'm caught up with that. Given, I haven't read volume 6. I'm avoiding it because I did not like the last half of 3, 4, and 5. So 6 is like the deciding volume of whether I drop a series, but it's only on 9 volumes. It's completed at 9 volumes. So I'm like, should I just stick it out to the end? I don't know, because I love the first like 2.5 volumes of the series. Anti-Romance, I've read that. A White Rose in Bloom, I've only read the first volume. Blue Giant, I've read the first omnibus. Classmates, I've read everything. Classmates. Crossplay Love, I'm caught up with this. Even Though We're Adults, I haven't read volume 2. Kageki Shoujo, I read the prequel volume, but I haven't read any of these. My Girlfriend's Child, read that. Skip and Loafer, I'm on volume 6, a little bit behind on that one. Also, which is a little bit shameful since it's like one of my favorite series. Savior's Book Cafe in Another World, read all this. Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, read all this. When is the next volume of this coming out? Did I miss something? Like, I feel like they were coming out really fast and then they kind of just dropped off, but I don't know. Kasa-san, read all that. Tokyo Revengers, I have not read 11 and 12 omnibus. And then Yakuza Fiancé, I haven't read volume 2. And then these light novels over here, I have read Bride of the Berry Master and the Hirano and Kagira light novel. And there's nothing below on these shelves, but as you can see, I am like bulging at the seams pretty much here. I might be doing an unhaul sometime soon, but that's a topic for another video. And then we're at my last shelf here. So this is some of my like bigger oversized stuff. I've read Tekken Kenkri. I have not read Our Colors. I've read Ping Pong. I've read Wandering Sun. Captivated by You I've read. My Broken Mariko I have not read. And then Tales of the Kingdom I have read the first volume. So yes, that is my entire manga collection, what I've read, what I haven't, and I will put the totals on screen right now. So yeah, Overall, I'm like pretty happy with how much of my collection I have read. I think it's pretty good. I'm not like excessively buying in my opinion. I've gone through periods like I think in 2021 I focused a lot on reading my TBR and I cut that from like 50% read to now I'm up to what, like 75%, something like that. So yeah, I'm happy with like my progress in my reading and my collection, and hopefully I can like knock out a lot more of it the rest of the year and stop going to the library and like using all these free resources that are great, but for my situation right now I need to focus on what I have. So yeah, that was kind of the point of this video, just to like hold me accountable, kind of satiate some curiosity y'all might have had with how much I've actually read in my collection, I guess. Let me know how you tackle your TBR or how big it is, or if you like, I guess, read series online before you even buy the volumes. I know a lot of people do that and are kind of like shocked when I buy stuff blindly. I don't know. Everyone collects differently. Some people think like collecting manga is like a separate hobby from actually reading it. And yeah, I'm just curious to hear what your opinions on this kind of stuff are. Let me know. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.